Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero back here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, it's more Kane's Wrath time, bringing you some more videos to my channel, trying to get things back up and running to get a lot more videos out. And here we are bringing another game for you today. Of course, GameSpy is still up and rolling. I'm going to probably keep saying that until it goes down. It's the 16th of July today, so looking forward to some more games on GameSpy, giving the guys at Revora more time to implement stat tracking on their new server. But nonetheless, we're going to jump into this game. We have KiMOsaBE, that's right, Big Owl, and Death Sentence. So Death Sentence there playing with KiMOsaBE against IVTK, which is Nashington, Stephen Nashington, and trouble055. Let's 055. We're on Unsound Investment. Let's jump in. It's a complete random mirror, and I didn't even bother to memorize the colors. Okay, what do we got? We got Nashington playing down here at the moment, so he's going to be playing down here. He's got himself a Nod faction, so we're going to have a look here. He's got Black Hand, so he's going to go for the bottom spikes. His ally over here, T-Rubble, has got a GDI faction straight for Ref. He's going straight for a refinery. If we go up here, we can see that Death Sentence is actually making a run for this spike here, and he is going to be Steel Talons. So he's going to go for one spike, which means Big Owl. It's probably going for the other two, yes. Yes, he is there. We can see his units moving out. He's either Screen or Reaper. KiMOsaBE here now. Oh, he's got a lot of buzzers. He's got another one down. He's going for all of the scouts. So he stealths his engineer. Looks like Death Sentence does shoot up those scouts a bit, but there's way too many buzzers here. These Cabals are dead, and he takes them out. He's got a lot of buzzers there as well. Of course, there's a random mirror, so he doesn't know what he's up against, but it looks like Nashington doesn't have any kind of engineer. He's got some more scouts down here. But KiMOsaBE is going to take 3 spike. Now, he might want to split these buzzers up. He could easily kill this Cabal squad and then split up and scout, but nonetheless, Stephen Nashington just taking his second spike now when the engineer decides to stop playing with that fence. And there we go, he's going to run around, because why the hell not go in the back door? And he does take that one as well. So Stephen Nashington there having both spikes. Trouble is going to be Zocom, Super Procom, so Trouble Nashington versus Death Sentence and KiMOsaBE. And looks like Death Sentence now getting some scouts off. Death Sentence, of course, he did dig a foxhole. It's interesting, maybe he thought this structure was going to be taken, but it's not, so he could just move to that structure and take. He's got this one over here, so I guess he's got like in between, but he still should take that one because it is closer. Pitbull versus Pitbull. Death Sentence should win because obviously Pitbull is already damaged, and Death Sentence has a war factory there, and he does take it out. Going to get some repairs. Is he going to leave there for repairs? Yeah, he is. Meanwhile, Buggy comes through to scout KiMOsaBE's base. Second ref comes down now. He's a little bit behind us. Not well. Look at Nashington's base there. And he's low power, but he's going for a quick expansion here. Taking all the tib. Meanwhile, over here, 4 harvesters for our Zocom player Trouble. So it looks like he is definitely on top of the economy. Death Sentence doesn't have his 4th harvester out yet. It hasn't actually finished being built. So, I mean, you remember Trouble did go refinery first, so that's why he's ahead. And it's interesting he didn't put a ref closer to this field here. He's tried to put them both close to this field, so we'll have to see how that pans out. He's probably going to get some more harvests. Death Sentence trying to dig a foxhole there, ran out of money now. He's going to try again just to be a problem there for Trouble. Keep the eyes on him. But yeah, I mean, interesting open. We got all the spikes being taken. Of course, KiMOsaBE, Death Sentence hold the 2 middle spikes, so that's going to be beneficial for them. So they've got a heads up in this game. I mean, it's obviously very minimal, 1 extra spike per player. Although KiMOsaBE does have 30 credit a second coming from those spikes, but the player on his side, Nashington, has 2 spikes, so he's counteracting that with just 2 spikes. Not 3, but you know, it's still going to be enough to make an even fight. If Trouble took the spikes, then Nashington might be in a bit of trouble with his direct opposite opponent getting 30 credit a second to his no cred. And that Seeker Tank is going to escape by KiMOsaBE. Nice work there to save that. Really not necessary to lose. It's a nice scout. He is being a pain by just taking this bunker and preventing Nashington from using it. Meanwhile, Death Sentence has expanded. He has expanded. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 and 2 there. I mean, you really can go 3 or 3 and 7 if you really wanted to. But Death Sentence decided to get a heads up on the expansion. And Death Sentence does dispatch another scouting Pitbull here from Trouble. And we have some Seeker Tanks from KiMOsaBE pushing in. What was happening over here? There's just a battle marker and a crane from our Zocom player. So the Zocom player is looking to really mass eco. That's why the Pitbull scouts are going in there, because he wants to make sure he's safe to eco. He's hell ecoing, but Nashington getting all of his harvesters pulled off the line. And KiMOsaBE, he only had a couple of Seeker Tanks here. There's about 5 here at the moment. He's probably going to lose 1 of them. But yeah, forcing Nashington off the line, and these harvesters are going to come back now. So that's a lot of lost mining time. Yeah, he's not going to get any harvesters, but he's slowing down Nash's eco, and I mean, that's damage in itself. Considering KiMOsaBE really didn't lose too much. He used his swarm support power, I think. But yeah, most of the Seeker Tanks are still intact, so he's still got them there, and he can get repairs if he wants to. Meanwhile, Death Sentence coming in to scout. Oh, we have destroyed pit bulls. Oh, Orchestra comes in, nails a harvester, and it damages another one. So Death Sentence might be able to get 2 harvesters here with a nice Orchestra. Trouble has absolutely nothing to respond to this. He's got text and he's going for railguns by the looks of things. Moving in this this Protect. No, it can't be railguns because he is Zocom. Okay, but he's going to get a second harvester if he plays his cards right, and he does get it, and he should get out of there now. I don't think he can get another one. He's actually going to try to go for another one. He might be able to get one. There's battle marker over here. It's just scouts are going to get cleaned up. He is going for another one. He's going to lose all of his pit bulls, but if he gets it, it'll be worth it. If he doesn't get it, I mean, it's still going to be close, and the building is blocking it. Does he get it? He gets it. Oh, man. He actually got it, and oh, look at this. Triple rocket in this bunker. Oh man, Trouble is having a bad day. He might even lose another harvester. Oh my god, one more rocket round and he would have lost it. Oh, one more rocket round. But I think there's going to be a Grenadier squad come out. Yeah, wow, Trouble getting in all sorts of trouble there. No pun intended. KiMOsaBE, meanwhile, is tech to Devastators. He's Screen Vanilla, by the way, I didn't mention that. Nashington has random forces out on the map. KiMOsaBE is going to try to save his spike. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? The Grenadier squad looks like they've cleared out the bunker, or else they got out and ran. Which might explain why there's rocket troopers over there. But nonetheless, nice attack from Death Sentence, really smashing. And that harvester is so badly damaged as well, by the way, so that's going to be a pain. It's going to harvest really slow, and he's going to have to get some repairs on it. Battle marker down there, it's just some scouts shooting it up. APM was done by the looks of it for Death Sentence. Bike's trying to go around this force from KiMOsaBE. I'm not sure how well they're going to do. Yeah, Lightning Spike gets spawned in there now. Tripods are here. KiMOsaBE could definitely try to save his spike. He needs to turn around and go for it. Nashington really trying to pick that one off. Meanwhile, Seeker Tank's moving in over here. There are Dozer Blade Scorpions though. KiMOsaBE will have to focus them down. He's going to target the damaged one. No, he's on a move order. Yeah, that's not the best. Devastator warships trying to take out that refinery. They get hit by a big volley from the bikes, but the shield is done for KiMOsaBE, so it took a lot of damage, or absorbed a lot of damage, and it looks like the Seeker Tanks will get cleaned up. They really didn't have any upgrades to match that at all. Meanwhile, we have the Devastator warship here, super powerful against infantry, and he completely drops all those rocket squads there, and he could probably just about, I mean, if he gets one ref, even that's good. Radar jamming missile goes off, and a bike, we do see a dead harvester. I'm not sure if he got any more. There's at least one dead harvester, so those bikes do achieve something. Disciple upgrade is done, but this Devastator warship now super powerful, like I said, against infantry. Redeemer is on its way as well. So things heating up on this side. Tib Core is done, and I think that Devastator isn't going to get away. Oh no, it goes down. KiMOsaBE loses that. Meanwhile, he has got the Warp Chasm up here, and he's got a Gravity Stabilizer. He's got a handful of tripods, which is really going to be not something he can touch. Meanwhile, wow, Grenadier Squad's clearing these guys out as well. Death Sentence just has random scouts here, just still causing problems. There's a Commando on the field by Trouble as well. That Commando might just want to kill that squad. Yep, there we go. Okay, you don't see Commandos too often, especially GDI Commandos. Obviously, the screen one is built just about every game, but GDI nods, you don't see them that often. Infantry squads fighting against these tripods. Buzzer Swarm comes in. That's going to be the end of the infantry there. He cleans all those up with the Buzzer Swarm. We have beacons down here as well. Something is attacking that. Firehawks came in, and there was 4 of them, but we must have had a laser field. Must have been a laser field on that tech center, because it's not destroyed. There's Dozer Blades on that Reckoner as well, so I mean, you don't see that very often from the Nod factions. I mean, Dozer Blade, obviously, they see it a lot for the Scorpion tanks, but then when you see Reckoners with it, it's really weird. And we've got double Commander coming out by Nashington. Meanwhile, Battle Markers over there, it's just some scouts facing off. What are these guys doing, by the way? Death Sentence is really tech hard. He's got all of his tech. He's got his Firehawks. He's got full upgrades for them as well. He's got a Marv, double rocket, double engineer. Didn't put the rockets in the front. Well, there's one engineer pad there and there. And we have these guys here as well. What's happening over there? Redeemer just picking off those scouts. But yeah, Death Sentence doesn't seem to have, wow, he's got a lot of tip Tiberium over here. I'm not sure if he got hit or something, or whether he's just moved halves. He doesn't have a lot of harvesters at all, does he? Far out, not too many at all. We have Tungsten Shell Slingshots, not sure what they're up to. Firehawks now are just bombing Nashington, so I mean, they didn't seem to do too much there. There's some damaged buildings again, but I'm not sure what those Firehawks are really achieving. Meanwhile, KiMOsaBE gets hit with the Rage Gen. Devastator warships, Buzzer Hives. He's trying to move his drone ship forward a little bit just to get himself a handle on this base, and he can shell it with these Devastators, which are super powerful. Meanwhile, Beam Cannon does come out. There's only one. He's trying to build them up, of course. KiMOsaBE's not going to let that happen. Meanwhile, Death Sentence is being pushed off the blue field. Looks like he has some blue tip there in that harvester. But there's just Zone Raiders all over the ground. Fully upgraded Zone Raiders. So again, you don't see that too often. Power Packs and Scanner Packs done. I mean, Scanner Packs, yeah, if you're going to garrison them. But Power Packs, that is something you don't see very often. Of course, it gives them more armor. And it heals them while they're idle as well. So they get free health. But yeah, mainly for the armor upgrade there. We got attacks going on all over the place now. There's going to be 2 attacks over here, so I'm going to try to capture both of it. And the slingshots, that's bad maneuvering by Trouble. They just ran straight up to the Marv. He's actually splashing down a lot of his own slingshots, so I'm not sure why they're in this combat, this fight here. They don't need to be. Meanwhile, units fighting over there as well, not too much, but the Marv is actually taking a lot of damage from Zone Raider squads. And look at that, Trouble actually blew up most of his own slingshots there. That isn't good at all, but he does take out He does take out the Marthas, and the Wolverines are going to get overwhelmed pretty quickly as well. And now single filing him. So again, Trouble and Death Sentence probably not the top tier players you expect to see, but again they've got Nashington and KiMOsaBE, which are the top. Well, I guess question when I say top tier, but yeah, they're both great players, and they both do well. But Tripod does go down. Meanwhile, he does stasis this out. Again, there's a fight continuing on up here. It looks like Death Sentence is under siege. He's trying to build Wolverines, but they're getting destroyed so fast by these Zone Raider squads. He needs some some rifle squads or something. And meanwhile, yeah, Harvesters getting dropped everywhere for him. And KiMOsaBE though is pushing. He's trying to push Nash back, but the beam cannons are now back up and running. There's 2 Devastator warships here, and they're going to cause some problems. The Hexapod though is in this base. EMP buggies lock it down. He does get Imp Blast on this this Hexapod. He might want to use the phase field because he's going to lose his Hexapod. I'm not sure if he's got it charged up. He might not have it ready. He's going to lose his Hexapod. He does lose a Hexapod. Meanwhile, we have the double. We obviously had a big clear out of buildings here. We had the double. A double Commando Reckoner is there, so I'm only assuming he's destroyed a lot of stuff with that. Meanwhile, there's a fight over here, and we have Firehawks flying around again. More slingshots just running to the front. That's not a good tanking fodder unit from Trouble. And these behemoths now moving forward. Whoa, there's a Commando there. There is a Commando. He takes out, oh man, he takes out one of the behemoths. I don't think Death Sentence realizes the Wolverines are there though, and they clean it up before he can get too many of these behemoths. There's actually 4 of them there. They're all overlapping, so Death Sentence might want to spread them out. That's a lot of firepower there. Meanwhile, there are a few Firehawks chilling up the top here. No Stratofighter, but they do have ceramic armor. And again, all the behemoths are now the ones that are splashing down their own units. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? We got KiMOsaBE in a bit of trouble. He's trying to recover that husk. The Redeemer is running forward. He could snipe it down. He does snipe it down. Engineer does not die though. So KiMOsaBE rushing to rebuild his Hexapod. There is one Devastator here. I'm not sure if the other Devastators got taken out or what, because there was definitely more than one here before. And that looks like it might be freshly built, so he may have lost those. Meanwhile, Death Sentence is moving around with these Wolverines and these Behemoths, but they're really having a tough time actually hitting these Harvesters. He's going to need to do better than that. Firehawks fighting each other now, but of course it's Stratofighter. It's not Stratofighter, it's Ceramic Armor versus Hardpoint, so it's pretty even, I guess. And that last, oh man, there's a Heroic Bike somewhere down there. There it is. So the Heroic Bike does take out the Devastator warship. KiMOsaBE in a little bit of trouble here. He needs like a storm column just to stabilize and just to put some buildings in front of it. These bikes now moving around this base here. And no, the Lightning Spike convinces him to turn around. KiMOsaBE has a decent amount of tib there, so he might want to do something about that. Wow, he's got a lot of tib down here as well. He's lost a lot of his infrastructure by the looks of things. Mastermind is out, trying to build more Corruptors. He does have the Hexapod. He's going to need more of these guys coming out. There is actually a refinery there, so I didn't notice that. But the beam cannons are in range. Meanwhile, another battle marker up here, the Firehawks versus Firehawks by the looks of things. And that was a pretty short Stratofighter. He Stratified literally about half a screen length away, so I'm not sure if Death Sentence just panicked then or what. Rage then goes off, and that's going to cause him to destroy some of his own units here now. And Steve Nashington just chilling here with EMP buggies and his beam cannon type artillery weapon. Beam cannons having a huge comeback in the last probably 12 months of the game here. But meanwhile, Slingshot's pulling back, getting some repairs. Again, I'm not sure what all these Slingshots are for. He's got Firehawks and he continues to build them. Maybe he thinks Death Sentence is Zocom, not realizing that there are behemoths on the field. But we have Firehawks flying around now. Let's see what they're going to target. They have got bomb loadout, so Death Sentence has an opportunity to try to destroy them. I'm not sure where his Firehawks are, though. They appear to be somewhere. Yeah, they're over here. I'm not sure if they were bombing Nashington. Some damaged structures here. They might be damaged structures from last time. But nonetheless, we have a Zone Raider squad here. It looks like, wow, does that belong to KiMOsaBE? KiMOsaBE must have mind-controlled something there. Probably the Reclamator hub, sold it off, got himself a Zone Raider squad. Meanwhile, Nashington is now the one that's doing a base push, and the Devastator warship's going to get attacked by these AA turrets, but immediately focusing it down, and the Devastator warship will pull back. He's trying to build more of them. If he can get a couple of them, he might be able to snipe the MCV if he's lucky. But here come the beam cannons now, trying to focus on the Hexapod. They really need to focus on these Corruptors, destroy the units they can, and now he's starting to pick them off. And KiMOsaBE is falling to bits just a little bit here now. A few Devastators coming out, and these beam cannons, I'm not sure where they're going. They obviously had their line of sight blocked, so they ran forward, and Nashington didn't realize it, so he lost a couple of beam cannons. You're going to have to rebuild those because he's only got 2 left now, and they really aren't going to do much. And he does lose another one, so KiMOsaBE managing to do a pretty good hold here. And here come the Devastator warships just smashing infantry down. Buzzer Swarm comes down as well. Battle markers up there. Oh my god, Death Sentence just lost all of his Firehawks. He just lost all of his Firehawks. That was terrible. That was terrible. That was a good catch. Just a click over there, I managed to see it. And the Firehawks will escape. Meanwhile, what's happening down there? Nothing much. Buzzers. And KiMOsaBE will hold on this fight here now. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, and it looks like those guys are shooting at each other. But nonetheless, he needs to try to EMP this down, and he is trying to base crawl, but these Devastator warships do so much damage. He's got 2 of them there. They need to be on aggressive stance just so they continue to pound this, and they do destroy everything here. Steam Nash putting down the operation centers because he's trying to crawl forward and place his base defenses as far forward as possible. Raytion goes off, and the tripod won't get an opportunity to EMP because of that. And these Corruptors need to get behind the Hexapod, and right now they're in front of the Hexapod. Meanwhile, it looks like KiMOsaBE might be caving now. What's happening up here? It looks like Death Center's been hollowed out as well. And yeah, he's losing his Devastator warships. He really needed those EMP blast misses. It gets destroyed before it can knock it down. And he missed the other ones as well. Man, that would have been so close as well. And there is a tripod here. He may have an opportunity to EMP this. There's Spectre artillery now, and that's what you don't want to see. Meanwhile, Death Sentence is sending his army across. So this could be the difference in the game. Death Sentence is coming to save KiMOsaBE, so neither of these players have actually helped one another much throughout the game. And he is going to target down. That Spectre artillery does get one shot off. It's probably going to completely miss. No, the Wolverines go back into it, so they do take some significant damage. Battle markers up here. Looks like it's just scouts from Death Sentence. Most of his base has been hollowed out. He's got a Marv over there, and the Firehawk's just continuing to bomb him out of the game, but he has got this army here, and it looks like he's going to be able to shell down this construction yard. Infantry responding, but of course there's Wolverines here now, and he needs to try to focus those EMP buggies down. Can he get this before he gets EMP blasted? No, he's going to get EMP hit, and there is going to be an Obelisk coming out shortly. I thought he had one queued, but it must have been something else. We have shard launchers done. That's going to cause these photon cannons to be very powerful. KiMOsaBE making a comeback here. He's got a Devastator warship, and oh man, Nashington is going to lose his MCV. One more volley, and that's going to be the end of it. It goes down. Beacon is placed by Nashington, so all of a sudden this game getting very, very interesting indeed. Again, Trouble and Death Sentence not the top of their tier, but definitely in the mid, and KiMOsaBE and Nashington really bringing the fight here in this game. I'm not sure what's happening on the other side of the map at the moment. I do want to turn around and have a look, but yeah, there is going to be another Russian with EMP buggies. He's trying to move the drone platform. He might want to set that down, because he's going to get hit with Tib Core. Oh man, KiMOsaBE, you need to land that right now, and he's going to land it, but oh god, it's going to be so close. And yes, he does. Oh man, oh jeez, it went down. Oh, that is hard to see. He needed to move that one forward. Nashington makes a hold here. Meanwhile, Zone Raider squads are just surrounding and destroying the Marv. Oh man, he might have to build hammerheads against it. Look at all the Zone Raider squads that Trouble has there. He's just massing these. Obviously some kind of crazy strategy here, and Death Sentence really can't counter it. He still has 2 of his Firehawks, so he has lost 2 of them. But let's have a look here. Trying to build Devastators on the other side of the map. Death Sentence has a bit of tib at his disposal. Most of it's over here. He's got Harvesters rolling around, but he needs to just refocus them, just grab them all up and get them over here just to harvest. Meanwhile, we have a wow, we got a elite, oh no, sorry, heroic rifleman squad, probably from shooting up those what do you call it, those Zone Raiders as they ran past, and he's going to bomb that bunker just to knock it down. He doesn't even get it down at the moment, so building more bunkers here as well, just causing problems. More Grenadier squads rocking up, so they're probably from sold structures. He might have built maybe 1 or 2. The Behemoths do make it back to base. There's a veteran one there. We have Ration going off. There is another drone platform. That was quick from KiMOsaBE. He's replaced his drone platform pretty quickly. Phase field's out against these bikes. These bikes aren't going to be able to do much. They might have to go elsewhere. But KiMOsaBE actually maybe had 2 drone platforms because he was dropping these photon cannons. So I would have thought he maybe would have had 2. Does get hit with the Catalyst Missile. Where'd the bikes go? Did they leave? They have left. Meanwhile, the Hexapod has been EMP'd down, and the last Corruptor is down as well. Photon Cannons coming out now, trying to attack the Redeemer. Again, Photon Cannons with Shard are pretty powerful. Oh my god, all those buggies just got popped. Oh, they got popped, and he does use the stasis as well, but he gets another EMP off, and now, oh no, these Devastator warships, there's Tib Core units here. He loses 1, he's going to lose more. There's no Photon Cannon to save him. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Oh my god, this just rolled into Death Sentence base. Oh man, he just rolled in there with a Marv and just destroy the entirety of Death Sentence. Death Sentence is going to be out of this game. He really can't hope to, I mean, he might be able to stop it. He's got Orcas with hard points, but here come the Firehawks. If they have bomb loadout, they can just bomb the airfield. But if they have missile loadout, they can just destroy, yeah, these units here. Hammerhead goes down, Orca goes down. The Marv is almost dead. Death Sentence needs to try to stop it like right now. Meanwhile, KiMOsaBE's falling back. He's got 1 Devastator warship left, but I think that was a really messy game. That was a really messy game, but I think Nashington and Trouble, yeah, there we go. KiMOsaBE has tapped out, so KiMOsaBE has been defeated, and I think Death Sentence has decided without Big Al there, he's going to throw it in as well. So interesting game there from those players. I was expecting something a little bit different, so again, that was a nice watch, I guess. A bit of a change there. I haven't seen Unsound for a while. But yeah, make of that what you will. Looks like KiMOsaBE, wow, was surprisingly ahead in resources. That doesn't reflect what I saw from his economy, but yeah, he was significantly ahead there. Death Sentence obviously getting pretty much caved there, but I think maybe the experience for Death Sentence and Trouble there, again, they were pretty evenly matched against one another, but when they start to mix with the other 2 players, there's a bit of problems there. But again, on that map, there wasn't too much teamwork by these guys, so think of it what you will. Resources and units up and down. Nation obviously the most because he's Black Hand. But yeah, again, let's have a look at Team 1 and Team 2. So Team 1 got 295,000 to Team 2's 275,000. So KiMOsaBE's team got an extra 20 grand, but it doesn't really make too much difference in the grand scheme of things in the 2v2 with the length of that game. But anyway, that was a great game by all these players. I think I'm going to end this one here. Anyway, keep playing, keep sending me replays. If you got any replays, send them to me. Okay, really want to see them, and again, don't just send me replays you win. I'm asking the pro players out there, any good replays you play, send them to me. I am looking for more replays, so the replay system is a little bit slow. But anyway, I'm Green Zero. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.